Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the water signs and their twin flame connection. Water signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. I haven't even gotten to anything yet, and I see the star here. That's really beautiful. Healing energy. I'm not just going to put it back in the deck, but I just wanted to show it to you because Spirit showed it to me. This is for twins who are in separation. So if you're not sure if you're in a twin flame connection, please consult the many videos on YouTube that discuss what the twin flame connection is. In a nutshell, it's two people who share the same energetic soul. So one soul, two bodies. Some people have never met their twin. Some people have a twin, but they haven't been incarnated in this lifetime. But if you have met your twin, if you are in separation from them right now, you could be either the runner or the chaser. There's that dynamic where one person recognizes that they have met their twin, wants to engage in a higher level connection with them, but the other twin gets scared and becomes the runner because they can't handle it. They can't handle the attention, the love, the devotion, which sounds, who wouldn't want that in their lives? But some people don't. They can't handle it. So there comes a point where there's a separation period between twins, and then the energies flip. And the chaser becomes the runner becomes the chaser. And it is due to spiritual awakening. So I am a twin in separation, and I do these readings to help other twins navigate their experience, which can often be really taxing, really beautiful, and illuminating. But it can also be really, the word that I use sometimes is harrowing. And there's often been a lot has been said about twin flames recently. I am not here to try and convince anybody. If you are a twin, you will know. You know it through and through and through. So let's get on with your reading. Water signs. I'm going to be pulling one from the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Your tarot is with the beautiful tarot of mystical moments. And I'm actually going to be pulling one card from The Universe Has Your Back. Gabby Bernstein is pretty awesome. She also has a very powerful cord cutting meditation video on YouTube. It's not the best quality because she just kind of recorded it on the fly, I think, but it's really powerful. We cannot completely cut cords with our twin. No matter how much you try, you are tethered to your twin for eternity. And in the 5D, you and your twin are as one. There is absolute ultimate love. But if you are incarnated here, then you kind of signed up on a contract to experience this journey together and apart. And I'm about to shuffle this deck to get your card, and I see mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Twins are often said to be mirrors to one another that trigger one another. Trigger one another into deep spiritual healing. It's like your twin looks at you and they're reminded sometimes of all the things they are not, of all the things they want to be, the way they used to be. They also trigger deep wounds in you. I'm going to put this back in the deck because I was just splitting it to shuffle, but I had to show you. I had to show you. So I'm going to get one card from the Work Your Light Oracle Spirit. What card for the water signs, please? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Heaven on earth. It's happening. This is so beautiful. It reminds me of, there's a place that I visited. It's called Great Falls, and it's in Virginia. And honestly, Great Falls, I think, is probably one of the first times that I ever saw a heron take flight, and herons represent spirit to me. There's pictures of herons back there. I have a heron in the corner. There's just something about herons that my sister drew that for me. There's something about herons, and spirit is taking me right back to that place. It's to remind you that your spirit guides are always with you. They are carrying you through this journey, that they are encouraging you to find the beauty in the everyday. It's interesting too, because I'm seeing these rock formations here, and as part of your reading, I took this. This was gifted to me actually by a subscriber. This is this twin quartz, and I put it on the table for your reading, and it's reminding me, this formation is reminding me of this crystal. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You could have been doing, if you're the chaser, you could have gone through your dark night of the soul and doing that spiritual work and continuing it. And I hope that's true for you, because it means that abundance is starting to just flow freely, like this water flow freely in your direction. That's the thing. It's hard to describe it, but I love my twin very much. But separating from him absolutely catapulted my life into another arena where I'm making, I mean, I'm not even the same person as when I'm making moves. I've started my channel. I've doubled my salary. We can always stand to make more money, but thank you, Spirit. What did that come from? It came from not focusing on my twin and focusing on myself. And you could be doing that at this time. And my cat, Lucky, is meowing at the door. I did another reading before this, not a peep. Lucky is meowing at the door. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Right? So I'm going to pull past, present, future. And then a card from the universe has your back. Oh, wow. Beautiful energies so far. Two more. Here we go. Okay. In the past, you did do the work. Answering the call of spirit, the judgment card, number 20 in the major arcana. The archangel, all the archangels really, come to our aid, not just to protect us, but to bring in new life, new energy. When we're in alignment with our life's goals, our blueprint, for what we were meant to do here, things start to shift in our favor, don't they? When we release ourselves from this energy, right? This idea that the archangel was trapped in this cage because there was so much overthinking on your part. Maybe there was doubt. When is my twin going to return? Am I ever going to see them, talk to them again? Are we going to be together, not be together? You can ask those questions to the end of time and realize that you wasted so many years asking the questions instead of just trusting, right? This is a card of mistrust, specifically in yourself, right? Eight of Swords is anxiety, analysis paralysis. So I see in your past energy, you found something spiritual that you relate to. Just saw 1111 on the timer. Ah, it's so powerful, right? The number of the twins. You understand now what your calling is, that you have a calling at all. You know, some people go their whole lives and they don't know. They don't know what it is that they were meant to do here. And I'm not talking about I'm supposed to make a certain amount of money, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not about that. What is your soul's purpose? Maybe your soul's purpose is just like taking care of little animals. I think that's beautiful. Or little people. Maybe you're raising a family. That's beautiful. Maybe you're not taking care of people or animals. Maybe you're taking care of plants. Maybe you're, a race car driver and you're just inspiring legions of people that want to do what you do. And you're like a superhero to them. I don't know. You found this calling, though. You understand now what it is. It's not that I don't necessarily think that you have maxed out on all of the like you haven't achieved the results of where you're going with it yet, right? I have a few hundred subscribers. I don't want to stop at a few hundred, if you catch my drift, right? So just because we know our path doesn't mean that we're stopped. Now it's like, oh, I found out what my path is, and now there's no more need to learn, to grow, to mature, to do the spiritual work. No, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, but we're creating something here. We're creating something here, and we're releasing this idea that our twin is responsible for how we go about it. They're not. They have their own destiny. Because in a way, you triggered something in them that made them question everything that they value, that they care about, that they stand for. That's what my twin did with me. I was the chaser. Right? So you do this to each other. But I feel as though the twin that I'm reading for right now has started figuring it out. Had the dark night of the soul. It's amazing. I just picked up the deck and there was one card that was flipped over, so I'm going to take it. It's Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Temperance is Sagittarius energy in the major arcana, number 14. And it talks about alchemization, turning pain into power. Remember how I said, even before I saw this card, remember how I said, you figured it out. We're not quite at the level that we want to be. That's where this card comes in. Because still in the process of alchemization. We haven't finished yet. Still some tweaks and time and cooking that needs to happen for this beautiful energy of balancing. And I just heard the word calmness. You know, this energy is anything but calm. This is like panic, a panic state. When we're in a space of calm, when we can just breathe, I just want to take a big breath just now, when we can breathe through something, when we can master our emotions and our action. There's a beautiful confidence that emanates from us in moments like that. Now, I'm not saying I've mastered anything like that, but I'm trying. Part of understanding even that came from my twin flame experience, and it could be that for you. You're working through all of your hustling and bustling, all of your twisted and tangled emotions regarding your twin, and untangling them one thread at a time. I see all this tangledness, and having it kind of untangle so that all the threads that are tangled, they're still there. They still connect the both of you, but they're not like a jumbled mess. You know, you can't see it, but right next to me, I have a Monstera plant. I think do they call it Monstera deliciosa? I don't know. But if you've ever had a Monstera plant, or you've ever seen one, they have big, beautiful leaves that look they kind of look like hearts, and they have kind of slots in them. And whenever a new leaf forms, it's twisted and coiled so tightly. And there's one, you know, it's crazy. I was just talking about this in the reading that I just did, that there's progress over time that you cannot perceive because it's happening to you. Like you're at this point zero, and your progress emanates out from you. So in the last reading that I did, I likened this idea to when a person loses weight, you know, a pound here, a pound there, they're working out, they're just carrying their weight differently because they're eating better, or they're drinking more water, they're just getting sleep, whatever. And then somebody says to them, wow, you look great, you look like you've lost weight. And you're just like, no, I feel the same. But it's true, maybe you have, but you can't perceive it because it's happening to you. And you're not trying to be, nobody's trying to be dramatic about it. It's a process that happens over time. So you want to be healthy about it. This process over time is slow but steady. Then you wake up one day and you lost 10 pounds. You wake up one day and there's this new leaf budding on this plant. I see this plant every single day. I did not realize, like, where did this come from? I can't wait till it unravels, but when did that happen? It's amazing. You're like this coiled leaf over time, and growing and growing and growing. And, you know, now, right? It's happening. The leaf is about to be unraveled. Ace of Cups in the present energy. Fully embracing self-love and sharing that inner light with the world. Almost like saying, when did my cup become so full? You know when? Knight of Wands in reverse. When you weren't looking for the quick fix. Okay, I just got a kind of a, well, it's not a harsh message, but it kind of resonates with me too. And it feels harsh, but it also feels right. Knight of Wands in the tarot can talk about somebody who's extremely passionate, go-getter, goes after what they want. In the context of relationships or love, this card can talk about a player, somebody who's here today, gone tomorrow, flash in the pan. And when I said, you know, when did my cup become so full? Spirit said to me, when you stop chasing energy like this. So, dating the wrong people, entertaining your twin if they were in this energy, instead of focusing on yourself and, you know, just kind of chasing after anybody or anything, right? There was a time that I did that before my spiritual awakening, sure. You know, because everybody just wants to be loved. But you're not doing that anymore. You're not even interested in that anymore. This is what you're interested in. Just being so abundant that people can't help but be attracted to you. They can't help it. I had a coworker, a female coworker that I love. She's like my sister, right? The other day, just plant a kiss just right on my cheek in front of like my boss, like everybody. She just did not care. I love her so much. She didn't. She's a Sagittarius, so she's kind of crazy, but she just did not care. She just felt like she just wanted to and that was, she doesn't act like that. That's not her personality to do that. But she felt like she could with me, and it just like made me laugh. But I just realized, because let's take some credit, water signs, where credit is due. If you're emanating this energy right now, you are hella attractive. People are just drawn to you. But who you let in, very discerning. You're very discerning at this time. Look. Oh, okay. Wow. So this card came out first, and then this card flipped out after. Hermit in reverse, major arcana representing Virgo, number 9. The Hermit card talks about somebody kind of engaging with their dark night of the soul, their spiritual awakening, kind of hermiting themselves away, taking themselves out of social situations to be alone, to contemplate. But you got this card in reverse. Like, you know, what is that song? I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. Who sang that song? Donna Summers? I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show, right? Precisely. You're just feeling, I mean, and also 8 of Cups, walking away from what does not serve you, knowing you are meant for more, for better. The 8 of Cups character walks away from 8 full cups because they know that there's 9 and 10. 10 cups. 9 cups is wish fulfillment. 10 cups is bliss. Just happiness in all forms. Self-love, familial love, romantic love, everything. Loving your twin, even if they're nowhere near you. Really, truly loving them. Being grateful for them. Knowing that you feel them wherever they are. If you are visiting each other in the astral, in dreams, you know they're right there. They're right there. With you always. But you're not settling. This is a card of not settling. Future energy, karmic balance coming into play, justice in the major arcana representing Libra energy, number 11. The sword is pointing up. There's some truth to be told, to be spoken. Maybe somebody will come towards you to explain themselves. Could be your twin, could be somebody that I just heard has feelings for you. So we don't always have to be with our twin, right? We can take a soulmate. We don't have to be with our twin. But the goal is to be at peace with our twin flame connection. To know that they are our eternal partner, our eternal confidant, our eternal heart. That they support us and we support them. It's not necessarily to be with them in the physical in this lifetime, although if that's what you want, then I pray for that for you, because I understand it. It's very, the word brutalist came to my head. This doesn't really represent brutalist architecture per se, but it's just very industrial looking. It's very cityscape. So there's kind of a harsh, they're harsh lines. They're harsh lines. This could be kind of like a really sharp truth that is coming. Five of Wands, about a situation where there could have been some game playing, some manipulation. Five of Wands talks about kind of being at odds with the self. Just kind of a chaotic mess within the self. Chaos and conflict is what the fives represent. So I think if this was part of a situation that you were wrapped up in, karmic balance is coming into play. Karmic balance. Something that's going to be released. Asking for a clarifier. Three of Wands. Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for your twin. Spirit will always tell you not to wait, but they can't tell you what to do. And I'm not saying your twin won't come in, but I almost feel like if you decide to maintain this hope for your twin, you might be waiting a little while, which is not something I even wanted to say out loud because I'm a water sign, so this applies to me too, but your twin is not ready. Not quite yet. Yeah, I see a lot of birds still like kind of flying around in the sky. Still a lot of thoughts. It's like Spirit wants you to remember thoughts become things. So the mindset that you have about your twin needs to be very, very clear. Bring it all into focus. It's almost like I want all of these birds to just land. And then I see her setting the ship in the water. Because it's like the birds represent the air energy. So it's kind of like going like this and like feeling which direction. You know, Bohemian Rhapsody came up in a reading the other day, and it's coming up again because any way the wind blows, it's like the last line of that song by Queen. Queen of Swords, Queen of Air, looking for the truth, waiting for the truth. There's something, you're waiting for somebody to explain themselves. You know what I just saw? Maybe this is resonant for somebody. I just saw Desi Arnaz saying to Lucy, you know, I love Lucy. Lucy, tell the truth. I just heard it. I heard that. I have not thought about I love Lucy in years. And I just heard him say, Lucy, tell the truth. It's like, this is, you're not gonna move from this mountainside until your twin comes forward. There's a resoluteness to it. But you know, it's not stopping you from your abundance, so good for you. Good for you, water signs. Very proud of you. So that's your reading. I'm just going to pull one more card from The Universe Has Your Back. That's one message from Spirit to close this reading. Okay. 3 cards came out. I'm going to take them. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. This talks about surrender and letting go of expectations, right? It's this energy. You keep waiting, you're going to keep waiting. Just live your life. You're doing a good job so far. I feel like there's a lot of abundance here. Pray for the highest good of all. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. We were just talking about that, right? Worry begets more worry. Bring the thoughts into focus. That's what I just said. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. This is the last one. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. This feels like a questioning of this soul contract, right? This twin flame contract. Like, why, Spirit? I would not wish this on my worst enemy. I would not. I would never. Somebody approaches me. Sometimes I get DMs and like people say, I'm not sure if I'm a twin, but I'm going through this. I think I'm a twin. And it's like, there's a part of me that's just like, oh God, I hope you're not. Because, you know, if you're a twin, it's like the lengths that it took for you to still be standing. You would never want to wish that on anybody. But you're here, you're standing. Because you looked at this darkness face to face, didn't you? That's your reading, twins. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. That really helps my channel to grow. And I want to get this out to as many people as I can. So thank you so much. Hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, water signs.